Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the last session of Communicator Extraordinaire. It's good to see you. It's been an amazing session. I've had insightful time, learned a lot about communication. I hope you've learned, and kudos to all of you that made that effort to send your homework in. Okay, so let's start. My name is Titi Omole, and I am one of the directors of Codes for Children Limited. Our organization is not for profit, and our aim is to continue to empower our youth to thrive in different areas. We do this in various ways. We've got our workshop. One of them is this one that you're attending. We've got our True Little Hero Awards. That's what you can see on your screen right now. That's an annual award ceremony that we have for young people. We've been running it for a very long time now. And you can see that we've been endorsed by reputable people in our society. So True Little Hero is going to open up in August, 1st of August. So look out for it. Be sure to nominate yourself, your friend, anyone, any young person that you think they deserve to be recognized for their amazing work or efforts. Yeah, so that's what that is all about. Again, welcome. Before we go ahead, all right, yeah, that's the slide about our workshop. Like I mentioned earlier on, this is one of them. We've run several workshops. This on screen will be feedback that we've received from them. They've been amazing, encouraging. We love your feedback. This was shared, I think, last year. The same facilitator that you've got ran something similar around communications last year, and that's your feedback. Well, those that were in attendance last year. So we're going to go straight, but before we go, I'm just going to share quickly with you our ground rules, just for sake of those that are joining us for the first time. We're recording. If you do not want your face to be seen, then please switch off your camera. Otherwise, leave it on. As long as you're in a very good place, you're not doing anything suspicious, then it's okay. If you have, we're going to be making use of our chat box, so please use that a lot. Keep yourself muted so that we can have a good experience. And if you'd like to speak, raise your hand. The facilitator will mention your name and be asked to unmute yourself. Once you've made your comments, please be sure to mute yourself back. Okay, and one thing we do on our platform is that we encourage each other. So if there's anyone in there that's made a contribution, please do send messages, positive messages, encourage them, don't be quiet, just cheer them on. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now, and I'll be introducing you, handing over, after not introducing, because you probably met her twice now. I'll be handing over to your facilitator, that's Juliana Olayinka. Over to you, Juliana.
Thank you so much, Titi. Thank you very much. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. It's the final session. I'm sad. The highlight of my Saturday over the past couple of weeks has been talking to you guys. Titi has introduced me. I'll also introduce myself because there could potentially be somebody new here, or maybe you've forgotten since last week's Saturday. I am Juliana Olayinka. I am a journalist. I'm a broadcast journalist. I'm a communications person. I've been in the industry now for, goodness, about 15 years. Predominantly, I've been on TV. I've worked for lots of TV stations. I've worked for Sky. I've worked for BBC. I've worked for Channel 4. I've worked for MTV. I've worked for Bloomberg. Right now, I'm working for Channels TV. Channels TV is a Nigerian, well, it's here in the UK, it's on Sky Channel 518 if you ever want to watch me, but it's a huge TV station. I've got two pictures here on screen of me. One is with myself and His Royal Highness, Prince Edward, the Duke of Wessex. And then this is me when I was presenting my own chat show called Nonny, where I used to speak to lots of different women about lots of really interesting subjects. So I've got a very broad range of communication skills, and it's not just TV. I've worked on radio, so I know how to project my voice, and I've written extensively as well, so I know how to write. And those of you who have been attending every session will know that if you do want to be a communication extraordinaire, even though you can have a key skill, it's very important that you're able to, you know, be somebody that can speak very loudly, can write well, and can present yourself well on television. Before we get into it, very, very important. In fact, it's extremely important. You guys know how data is being used extensively these days. So please, 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 this is just a couple of minutes. I want you to please get out your smartphone or get a new tab on your laptop and go to slido.com, www.slido.com. Titty's just put that in the chat if you want to know how to spell it. And let's just get some feedback. We just want to know your age, what you like, your demographic. And this is so Calls for Children later down the line can make sure they are producing content that is good for you and that you will enjoy. So please do that. You need to put the hashtag ComExtra, COMMXRA. As soon as you've done that, put done it or a thumbs up in the chat box. I need to see at least 10 before we go forward. And it's the last session and we've got so much homework and stuff to go through. So I do want to stay on this slide. So as soon as you've done it, just put done it or okay or thumbs up. Mine's not working. Ara, yours is not working. Okay. Let's try slido.com and let's just answer those questions. Hopefully it will work. Okay, I've had a couple of dones. I need more dones so I can go forward. So that's www.slido.com, hashtag COMMXRA. Great. Yeah, if you can't do that, use the barcode with your phone. Okay, so we've got a few done it. I'm going to just wait for 2 more done it and then we're moving on. 2 more done it and then we're moving on. 1 more done and then we're done. 1 more done. Okay, great, great, great. Okay, so I'm going to give you, just to remind you, a brief outline for why we are here and what the Communication Extraordinaire course is all about. Session 1, we were just doing a really good ground course on world-class communications. If you're a great communicator, every single thing you say and you project should really cover the who, what, why, when, how. We're not gossipers. Obviously, we do like a little bit of gist every now and then, but if you want to project yourself in a great manner, forget gossip, forget fake news. We're speaking facts. Yes, we have our opinions. Yes, we're strong on our opinions, but before we start opening our mouths, we make sure we cover all sides of the story, yeah? We don't just follow one thing. We make sure we research everything. Post-pandemic communications. This is what we did last week, re-establishing our voice, looking at how the world has changed so much in the past 18 months. It's, yes, you have to be online. Yes, you have to be somebody that takes your online persona very, very seriously, but boy, is it important to be a local champion. It's really, really important to make sure that you're doing what you can within your local community, because that's where you're going to create your network. And that's where a lot of your power and your influence and your confidence is going to come from. We're going to be talking about, well, you guys are going to be talking to me about some of the organizations and stuff that you're involved in. Okay, and what we're going to do this week is we're going to be looking at navigating social media, branding and content. It actually was new social media, but I realized those Silicon Valley guys in California are sitting on a lot of money and a lot of the same old platforms. So although I did add a trickle of new stuff in there, a lot of the stuff is the classic traditional ones and basically how you can leverage them and they can work best for you. Okay, so I've got a little quote. Today is the perfect day to start living your dreams. Yeah, I know these quotes are cliche, but they do have meaning. Today is a good day. Today is a good day to say, do you know what? I'm taking it up a level. I'm taking it up a level. I was speaking to a woman, she's worked at the UN, she's worked for the African Union, she's interviewed royal family. If she can do it, I can do it. I am going to set my path today. Today is a good day to start living your dreams, okay? What I want you to be able to have, at least have had a grasp of after the end of these sessions is to identify your key communication skills. What are you good at? What don't you like doing? Articulate yourself in every single setting, vital. That's what they do in the House of Commons and the House of Parliament. Conservative, Labour, Liberal Democrats, Green Party, they're debating all day long. It doesn't have to end in a punch up. It doesn't mean that you don't ever have to speak to that girl or everything again. You should be able to stand on your position, but do it in a way where you articulate yourself very, very well. And how you do that is if you read and you research and you understand the entire story. What's the difference between the House of Commons and the Lords? Separate thing, but the House of Commons is where our MPs sit. Our MPs are voted by us in our local constituency. I believe there's like 666, if I'm not mistaken. I think we're reducing it. House of Lords are not elected. Lords are appointed. Sometimes it can be hereditary, so your dad was a Lord and now you become a Lord when he dies. Or sometimes the Prime Minister can appoint somebody if he thinks they've been doing exceptionally well. Okay, master the art of creating engaging content. Very, very important. If you are somebody that likes to talk or likes to post, if it's not engaging, nobody's going to buy into you. Yeah, so it's really important that we understand that and discover how to get your dream role. How are you going to stand out? You start standing out by doing the best with what you've got, looking at what you have and where you are, and you do the best there. Once you can succeed and crack your classroom, your judo class, your stage school class, your athletics class, you will start going up the ladder, okay? I can guarantee you that. That's a big, big secret. Okay, so we're going to start the session and I am going to be listening and hearing from you guys, yeah? Last week, I didn't get to see any video. You guys were a bit shy. Today, I'm going to see your faces, yeah? Not just me having to show my Zoom face. Let's start with the number one. We are going to start with TikTok. Who has a TikTok? If you have got a TikTok, let me hear you say yes. 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 Nope. Okay. Who else has got TikTok? Okay. Oh, okay, good. Interesting. Right. TikTok bills itself, labels itself, calls itself the leading destination for short form mobile video with a company mission to inspire creativity and bring joy. It was launched in 2016, 5 years ago. It's headquartered in Culver City, California. Let me tell you guys, even though I know a lot of people may or may not be aware, America, California, the West Coast, Silicon Valley, they are sitting on trillions of dollars. They have the most creative minds. And that is basically the capital city of tech in this world. Monthly active users, 800 million people are using TikTok every single month. Founders, ByteDance Limited. A little bit of controversy. I cover this a lot because I have my own business show, but ByteDance is a Chinese firm. We love everybody, of course, but Britain and America have lots of issues with China. And so there has been some controversy about whether TikTok should be legal or not, but we can still get it, so we can still use it. Revenue, this is how much it made. In 2020 alone, it made $35 billion. Just think that 999.9999999 million is 1 billion. It made $35 billion. These social media platforms make a lot of money. Why is TikTok a good social media platform? Let's go back a little bit to last week. Last week, we were still talking about being online. Even though you need to be a good local champion, you still got to be active online. One of the platforms that you can have a successful branding episode, let's call it, is on TikTok. Why? It has an international audience. TikTok, believe it or not, is used in over 150 different countries. If you're looking at reaching international markets, then TikTok is an effective platform for connecting with new audiences in other countries. If you put something out on TikTok, it's not just somebody in East London or somebody in your form group that's going to see it. You are literally putting out your content to the entire world. So it's got so much reach. I think even more so than the other established social media platforms. Right, important, and I'm going to show you something in a minute. Content needs to be original and engaging. One of the upsides of using TikTok is that you don't need to create high quality, professionally filmed and edited videos. You can just use your smartphone. However, you do need to be able to come up with engaging, fun ideas, and your content needs to be original. This kind of content isn't going to be possible for everyone. And in some cases, it just won't match with your personality. Now, I have a TikTok, but I told you, as I was explaining to you last week, with my Instagram, I'm not really a posy kind of girl. I do like wearing clothes, but I'm not somebody that always likes to pose outside restaurants. So I started using Instagram for nudes. And I realized that that's kind of my thing. And that's what I would like to do with TikTok. So if I was doing TikTok, I wouldn't necessarily be doing the most creative out there, extravagant videos. Perhaps I would, talk about a news story for 30 seconds and I might point to some different news stuff. We'll go through that a little bit later. I'll show you something. Right, so with TikTok, you also need to understand your audience. Very, very important. Take some time to research the platform, understand how it works and what your target audience and your competitors are doing. You've always got to look at your competitors. You've always got to look at your competitors to see what they're doing. And this isn't spying, this isn't hating. Sometimes it's being inspired. So if you're quite similar to somebody, you do need to be inspired by them. So there's no reason why you can't have a look at their videos to be like, do you know what, that's quite cool. Perhaps I can do something like that, but make it into my own. You can begin to figure out what kind of content you should be sharing, whether it's tutorials, behind the scenes product launches, user generated, or just funny videos. You'll also need to compile a list of relevant hashtags you want to target with your videos. The hashtag stuff is very important. You shouldn't spend all your time on trying to do a really nice video, put out some really good content, and then all of a sudden you forget and you just, oh, let me just put 1 or 2 hashtags. No. Get your hashtags stored, get them stored. So anytime you want to upload something, you can. Now I'm going to show you this very, very quick video of Paige McKenzie. I'm not going to show you all of the video. I'm only going to show you just how she decides to create her TikTok content. Because I noticed a lot of you have said that you've got TikTok, but you're not really using it. And I think sometimes it does seem like it's a mountain to climb, but it's not really. And I think the way she explains how she does her videos is actually really interesting. So let's watch this for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to come back to you. As you can see, I want you to tell me about some of the creative ways you use TikTok, or you would like to use it, or you're inspired by it, or what you think of what she did.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a bunch of really cool clothes transition like TikToks you can do. They're all super simple and they are all super cool, and so I'm really excited about this one, and I want to say thank you to Windsor for sponsoring this video. All the clothes that I will be wearing in this video is from Windsor, so yeah, you guys definitely need to check them out, and most of the links will be in the description below, so if you like any of the outfits I'm wearing, go get them yourself. Try it out. Anyways, let's get out of the video by clicking the subscribe button below. Give me a thumbs up and let's go. Okay, so I'm obviously outside here. Basically with this one, I'm going to change it to 3 different outfits. There's different like beats in the song, like where I'll change. So I'm just going to record all this on my camera roll, and the whole entire time I'm just going to like leave it recording. And so I'm going to stand here, lip sync the first part. I'm going to jump, and then I'll go change my outfit. Then I'll come back and like do that jump and like transition into it. And then I'll do like a hair flip. So I'll go down like this, and then I'll pause, and then I'll go change an outfit. Yeah, that probably makes a ton of sense. But we're just going to record it, and then I'll show you guys how I edit it. Okay, so I have all 3 of those scenes recorded, so now let's go and edit them. Okay, so now that we've recorded all 3 of those parts, let's go on into iMovie. That's what I'm going to record it in. I'm going to click the plus in the movie parts, and it's actually all 3 of these videos, so I'm just going to click all of them. Even though they're all like a minute long, we're just going to pick like the best like 5 seconds in each one of them, and then we'll just like cut everything else out pretty much. So on iMovie, they only technically let you edit like in landscape, like the long way, and not like portrait. So what we have to do is click on the video and then like flip it, which is, I know it looks sideways right now, but then like on TikTok, I'll like flip it back to normal. Anyway, so just do that with all the clips first. And in between each one of the clips, they automatically add like this dissolve thing right there. So I'm just going to change that back to none because I don't want like a weird transition there. I just want the normal video. Okay, so right here is where I start lip syncing the song, and I'm going to go to where I jump, which is when I like transition to my next outfit. So I'm going to stop the jump like in midair. So I'm going to just split the video right there, and then I'm just going to delete the rest of it. So now we're already on to this one. So I'm just going to pick the best scene I like in this one. I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'll start like when I'm up in the air. I'm going to split it. Now, one thing that obviously I didn't completely think out, in the background, you can see, like from each video, the clouds like totally move. So that totally ruins my good transition. But this is what it looks like. You just have to look at it like sideways because that's all I have to edit it. But like, so the transition isn't bad. So now I'm just going to go undo the third part, and then it'll like flow all together really good. So all 3 of my videos go really good together. The only bad thing is you can see the clouds change and move in the background, which really messes them up. So the next time I do this, try not to put clouds or anything that can move behind you. So I'm just going to pull this audio right here and then just make sure like all my words match and stuff. But the video seems good, so I'm going to go ahead and show it to you guys. Okay, so I look a little rough right now, and my eyes are super.
Okay, so we saw the video. Okay, so now what I want you to do, and that's really creative, by the way. I'm sure you've all probably seen people do those videos. Everybody's doing it now. In fact, that kind of cut and blend has moved away from TikTok, and everybody is doing it everywhere. So I actually thought it was quite interesting that we saw some behind the scenes. But this is kind of, you don't have to necessarily do these kind of creative, engaging content on TikTok, not this one in particular, but I'm sure you guys all know that this is popular. So I want to hear about some of the creative ways that you use TikTok. Who liked that, and who knew that that's how you had to create that stuff? Let me hear from you guys in the chat. Are y'all still with me? Are you here? I want you to unmute and say, yes, I'm here. Ah, okay, great. Nifemji, you knew how to do it. Tell us about some of the creative ways that you use TikTok. Nifemij, if you can unmute yourself. Or Ara.
I don't personally use TikTok, but when me and my friends are like out together and we film TikToks, my friend was in transitions and she uses iMovie like pasted in the video, and we've been using iMovie a lot in school, all the different projects we're doing. So I've just got used to using iMovie, so I use it for everything now.
Thank you. You were breaking up a little bit, Ara. I know that's, but I don't have TikTok. Okay, Sophia, why don't you have TikTok? And is it something that you want to use? Are you scared of using it? Is it not for you? Because remember, not every social media platform is for everyone. Do you think like that is a lot of hard work? It's because of your age, Sophia. I think that's great. Kenya, you said you knew about that type of transition. Okay, Nifemi, let's go to Nifemi and then we'll hear from Kenya. Nifemi.
I just use TikTok to learn how to do some edits, maybe, or just to learn other things like how to take better. I'm not sure, just for anything.
Do you enjoy TikTok?
Sometimes.
What? Tell us sometimes why not?
Because sometimes the people on there can be a bit annoying.
Yeah. Do you think that what Paige McKenzie did, do you think that's hard work, or do you think it's important to do things like that if you want to get more followers, more people taking an interest into your brand and your personality, or is that just hard work?
Not really, because a lot of people can just do this, but then I think it's mostly about how, if you're going to do simple stuff like this, I think you have to be the way you look, maybe, because you're not really going to get that many followers or anything because it's considered kind of simple to do.
Oh my goodness, you can show my age. If that's simple, oh, yes. I don't think, if I had to do that, it would probably take me more than 24 hours. Thank you so much, Femi. Is there anybody else that wants to chat with us? Kenya, can you tell us a little bit about your TikTok experience? Okay, now. Very quick, but last time I asked you want it and you were like, yeah. So I'm going to give you guys just 3 or 4 minutes to the end of this track, which I think lasts for 2 minutes. We are going to the big one, YouTube. YouTube is the original video social media platform that boasts a dominance in the market. There's no one that competes with them in their field. YouTube covers all genres, from beauty, gaming, education, to DIY home improvements. This is the platform that most people need to invest in, with video being the growing medium for content marketing. Now, people love to see videos. I have my video on because people like seeing people. The Zoom era, especially since we've been on lockdown, people like to see what people were doing. So if you thought YouTube was big before, it's even bigger now. It launched in 2005. That's like 16 years ago. It's headquartered, you guessed it. I thought YouTube was launched in 2006. Possibly. I suppose they started probably developing it in 1999. California is where it's located. 2 billion monthly active users, 2 billion. Revenue last year alone, $19.8 billion. We're making these people mega rich. Founders, Jared Karim, Steve Chen, and Chad Hurley. Just some facts for you there. As I was saying, YouTube is absolutely enormous. It's huge, it's massive. Video streaming platforms like YouTube have become so big, you are guaranteed to find a group of people who will become your raving fans. As long as you educate, entertain, and provide solutions to their problems. There are some people that like to go on YouTube and gossip. Some people like that, you know, there could be a reality TV show or something that's gone online. I know there are some shows that are happening, that are starting on Monday. You're probably going to get, as soon as the show's finished, somebody going on YouTube and doing a big rant. Yes, but most of the time people go on there to find out information. This is where being a communicator extraordinaire is going to help. If you can come with the facts, you know your brief, you know what you're talking about, people will watch. Nelson said YouTube have YouTube TV originals. They do. That's how massive they are. They're streaming now. They're following the likes of Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, Amazon. Grow your audience worldwide. We just discussed this with TikTok. We're talking about the same thing with YouTube, but it just takes a longer time to get there. TikTok is a little bit more quicker. Consistently creating video content opens the doors to new visitors who would never come across you in any other way. Through YouTube, you can reach a worldwide audience, even if you only speak one language. If you include closed captions, which is basically like the script, the text, the subtitles, you can also reach new audiences as you're catering to people with different needs. Sophia says, imagine how much money they have made since they started. Exactly. These guys are mega, mega rich guys. But listen, that wealth is accessible to me and you too. Okay? Free to use. Very, very important, like all social media platforms. But I think particularly with YouTube, why it's important to state that, because of what you're actually going to be getting access to. Uploading and watching videos on YouTube is completely free. You pay nothing. This gives you the opportunity to experiment and find out whether it works for you or not, without worrying about the costs. However, recently, and I think this is what Nelson was going on about, YouTube has introduced YouTube Premium. Premium is a paid subscription that allows you to watch videos without ads, play videos in the background, and allows you to play videos when you're offline. You pay a bit more and you don't have to skip the ad every 2 minutes or when it's like a massively, massively popular video. Who has a YouTube channel here? Okay, that's why Anil knows what he's talking about. Who else has a YouTube channel? I have a YouTube channel. YouTube is important. YouTube, even if you have, I would say this day and age, having a YouTube channel is almost as important as having an email address. Even if you just keep it in your back pocket, there will be a time when you want to use it. Titi has put the Calls for Children's YouTube channel up at C4 Children, which we should all make sure we subscribe to. Okay, now Ali Abdal is a really, really, really niche YouTuber, very popular. He considered, I've earned 112 subscribers in one, wow, that is massive. Ali is somebody who considers himself just a normal person, but he's got some tips here about becoming a YouTuber or having a YouTube channel and how you can be confident. And I was really intrigued by this. So I want to play it for you. I won't play it all, don't worry. And then I want us to talk about YouTube and perhaps how we overcome the fear of what people might think of us if we post something. And that's nonsense. That's nonsense. Once you overcome fear, you're winning. Trust me. Let's listen to what Ali has to say.
So starting this YouTube channel is hands down the single best thing I've ever done in my life. And so in this video, I'm going to be sharing my top 10 tips on how you can get started with setting up your own channel if that's what you're into. Coming in at number 10, we have don't worry about what other people will say. I always ask this question. I ask the question on Twitter and on Instagram, and I ask people, what are your fears about starting on YouTube and what do you want to know? And the number one complaint is always, I'm worried about what my friends and family will think. I've been running a course called the Part-Time YouTube Academy where we have people who are sort of aged from 18 up to like 55. And basically everyone in that age range also worries about what their friends and family will think. But you know what? The thing that everyone realizes is that once you've uploaded your first video, all of that fear kind of goes away because you realize that no one gives a shit. Like no one actually cares whether you're uploading videos to YouTube. You might think it's like the biggest star in the world. And, oh my God, what is my mom going to say? What are my cousins going to say? What are my friends in university going to say? But no one actually cares. Everyone is just so worried about their own lives that the fact that I'm doing YouTube, no one cares. The fact that you're going to start a YouTube channel talking about whatever you want, no one cares. And we just need to get that into our heads. And this is such a common fear, and we all have it. And it's just the first thing you have to get over. Basically, no one cares. Stop deluding yourself into thinking that people are thinking about you, because everyone is just worried about themselves. They're worried about how they are appearing to other people. There's this thing in psychology called the spotlight effect, which is that we all walk through life thinking that there is a spotlight trained on us, and just not realizing that Everyone else is absorbing their own life, and we are only the heroes of our own story, and we are supporting cast in everyone else's story if they're even thinking about us at all. So start your YouTube channel. Do not worry about what people will think. 99% of the fear is in just before you publish your first video. But I promise you, as soon as you hit publish on that video, 99% of the fear will disappear and you will stop worrying what people think. Then at point number 9, we have gear doesn't matter at the start. Gear does matter in the long run, but at the start, gear does not matter at all. When I started my YouTube channel, I started filming on my iPhone. I did not have any microphone attached to it. I literally just got the camera out, lay in bed, pointed at myself and said, hey guys, I'm thinking I'm going to start some kind of vlog. I knew absolutely nothing about editing. I just followed free YouTube tutorials about how to edit videos, and that's what you have to do when you're getting started. It's like, if you're starting learning how to write, it doesn't matter what pen you're using, as long as you're writing something. If you're getting started learning how to draw, it does not matter what pencil or what paper you're using. That's all a distraction. What you need to do is pick up any old pencil you've got lying, or pen that you've got lying around the house, any old piece of paper or scrap paper, and just start learning from day one. It's the same thing with YouTube, really. If you are watching this, you have a device which is capable of recording video. You have your phone. If you want to get started on YouTube, screw the gear. Don't think, oh, I need to wait to upgrade to a fancy-ass camera before I'm allowed to get started on YouTube. Start with whatever you have. Start with your phone, and you can always upgrade later. And in fact, over there is a video where I'm talking about exactly how to start filming videos with just your iPhone. And it's pretty reasonable. If you do want to upgrade something, then upgrade your audio quality firstly, because people will sit through a bad video quality, but no one will sit through bad audio quality. So that's the first thing to upgrade. And if you want to learn more about exactly which gear to upgrade and like a shopping list for gear at different levels, you should definitely sign up to my part-time YouTuber free 7-day email course. This is totally free. You just enter your email address, and then every day I will email you with a long-ass article which contains lots of tips about getting started on YouTube. And one of those in the 7-day course is about exactly what gear you need to upgrade and in which order, and it'll give you different levels for gear at different budget levels. So again, that'll be linked in the video description if you want to check it out. Again, totally free, just 7 days of emails from me where I give you my top tips on getting started on YouTube at the beginning. So starting with YouTube channel is hands down.
Okay, so apologies there, it's YouTube. So unfortunately, one of the things our parents will know is that sometimes you can have naughty words. I'm so sorry about that, but really, really important, because I think even for somebody like me, I'm 35 years old, guys. Yes, I know I'm old. I've been a journalist since I was 18. I still have fear. I did a business show on Friday. I spoke to somebody from the Eritrean government. I spoke to somebody from the Russian government. Really great interview. When it came to putting it online, I was fearful. I was like, oh God, what is everyone going to think of this? Oh, I didn't say this thing the right way. And I've been doing this for however many years. So fear is a real thing. But success is at the other end of fear. If you want to be somebody that actually starts growing and climbing and becomes a brand and gains followers and potentially, makes some sort of income, you must get over that fear. I'm sure we all know, and I do want to actually read it in the chat. I definitely want to read it in the chat. Who knows somebody that just loves posting pictures? And we're not talking about one picture a day. We're talking about constantly, even if it's not that much of a nice picture. Who knows that? Who knows somebody that is constantly posting? Nobody knows somebody that's constantly posting. Really? Me, right? Your friends, isn't it? We know, but they just don't care. They're just doing it. And you find with the most successful YouTubers or TikTokers, whether it's Charlie D'Amelio, I think she's popular, whether it's KSI, whether it's ZZ Mills, these people just post. They're not starting to think about, oh, okay, what is this person going to think? What is that person going to think? Thank you, Anil, for saying having a consistent upload schedule. Ali did go into that a lot more, but I think there are some bleeps that I haven't spotted. So we're going to have to leave Ali's video there. But I do want to hear from you. And I want to hear from, I know you have never spoken before. So I'm actually going to ask Anil to speak because you have got amazingly 112 YouTube subscribers. I want us to know what your YouTube is all about, how you just decided to say, do you know what, I'm starting today and I'm going to keep going. Anil, can you unmute for us and tell us about your YouTube journey?
So I wanted to start a YouTube channel for around 2 years since I started, and I started on April of 2020. Because that was when COVID hit, and I felt that was my big break, since a lot of people were joining and watching more YouTube videos. And I installed a plugin called vidIQ, which helped me recommend my videos to other people and helped me find the best keywords and tags to put in my videos. And I blew up, well, not blew up, but I got 50 subscribers in a few days by posting a video that was really popular at the time, which was how to get better at the game that my channel was all about, which was Minecraft PvP. And I also got around 230 views, which is now my third most popular video on my channel.
I love that. Anil, big round of applause for you. Thank you. I love the fact, Titty, Calls for Children always gather the most bright, excellent minds. I really love the fact that you said, you know what, pandemic's here. I'm not going down with this. Like, I'm climbing. Like, people are climbing and I'm climbing, and I'm going to start the channel. I'm telling you now, to have 112 subscribers is not easy. It's not easy to get one subscriber. But Anna, I'm sure you can attest to the fact that the more content you push, the more people are watching, the more people are like, if you don't start, you'll never, how do you know?
I confirm that's true, because you don't want to over upload, because then the YouTube algorithm would consider your channel as a bot channel, and so it wouldn't recommend your videos to anyone. So I feel like the best upload schedule is like twice every week. So like maybe Wednesday and Friday. That was my upload schedule.
Taking notes. We got some good notes here, and Anna even told us about an app, a plugin that he uses that helps basically get his stuff out there, which is really, really important. For those of you that don't have YouTube, and listen guys, this is our last session, yeah? And one of the secrets to getting your dream job is to participate, guys. I was once like you, okay? I was once like you. I am you. I'm you. I'm just older. If you want to be at the top, if you want to have a great job, if you want to make good money, have a good income, go on holiday when you like, you know, live in the area you want to live in. It's things like this that we're doing that you've got to give 100%. So if I'm asking you to participate, even if you're shy, participate. You're here. I can see you guys are here. So I want to hear from you. You know, I'm sharing, I want you to share. And I'm saying this out of love, not being one of those teachers that have got a pointy finger. I'm telling you, because these are the secrets. When you start talking, you start building, gain confidence, yeah? So I'm going to ask you, I want you to tell me about some of the reasons why you don't, because this is really important, because, you know, Ali spoke about it, I spoke about it, you know, the fact that I've been doing this for however long. You know, I spoke to someone in the Eritrean government and the Russian government, and for some reason I was like, oh God, what are people going to think of me if I put it on on Instagram or whatever? So even I go through that. So, but because you guys are younger, I want to hear yours. So we've had a positive statement just now from Anil. For those who are a bit shy about YouTube but would love to do it, but are shy, because like I've got a daughter, Abigail, she's 12 years old. She takes so many TikToks, and sometimes we're out and she looks lovely. They don't go anywhere. There's something that's blocking her from putting it out there. Do you guys understand that? Do you guys go through that? Come on, who's going to talk to me? Who's going to talk to me? I understand. Kenya, questioning your quality. Unmute yourself, Kenya. Let's see if your microphone's working now.
Hello, can you hear me?
Perfectly, Kenya. So you said that you question your quality. That's a good one. But that's what Annie was saying. Remember, he said, look, I just started in bed and I just put the camera up and I said, you know what, I'm rolling. Why? So have you ever filmed something and then you're like, oh, do you know what? It's not good enough, man.
Yeah, well, I did start YouTube. I questioned it because of what, you know, like Ali said, you know, like thinking what will your friends think, what will other people think. But sometimes, because you can see like maybe like a lot of young people like from the UK that I know have a lot of views or have built their way up, they have a certain quality of their videos, but to be honest, they didn't start like that. So sometimes you can kind of question your quality of your videos, thinking, is it good enough to post? Shall I post it? And then build yourself to the point you procrastinate. But yeah, that's what I would say for me personally.
Kenya, can we make a deal that you're going to make a video within the next 7 days and just put it up?
Yeah, I posted one video, but I have a lot more content that I just haven't put out yet. But yeah, I have to be consistent.
You've got to post it. You've got to start. You've got to start. Yeah. And the thing as well, as you're saying quite rightly, number one, we don't have to be perfect. But number two, Rome wasn't built in a day. You've got to lead. You've got to lead to perfection. You've got to lead. Failure is the road to success. The only reason why successful people become successful is because they fail. Because when you fail, you look at it and you're like, oh my God, man, that was rubbish. What? I need to do this. Then you do it. And you're like, oh my God, okay, it wasn't as bad as the next one, but I need to change this. Then you do it. Then you're like, oh my God, man, my mascara was bleeding. It starts.
Yeah, I get you.
It starts improving. And I know you are going to post. I want to hear from one more person. Who else? Because this is what I want us to discover. Because the thing is, guys, one of the reasons why these conversations are really important as well is because you realize it's not just me. There is nothing new under the sun. Nothing. What you're feeling, another person is feeling. Something that Ali said that I found really, really interesting is that he said, we are all living on this planet where we feel like there's a spotlight on us, where we feel, yeah, they're going to see my spot. Yeah, they're going to see that, boy, my wig ain't exactly the best wig. Or yeah, they're going to see that my lighting isn't good. So it's important that we share how we're feeling, because you realize it's not unique. Most of us feel it. But the ones that make it are the ones that say, do you know what? I do not care. I'm going to do it anyway. And then they start improving and they start improving. So I want one more other person who can explain that you really want to do YouTube, but you're just like, oh, the confidence. Come on, let's share it. Come on, guys. Who else? Unmute yourself. Anyone unmute. Unmute and talk to me. I'm not going forward until I hear from someone else. One more person. But it's a lot more than that. It's your professional brand in the world. It's the result that you actually want at the top of the Google when someone searches you. They will search you. Let me just, out of curiosity, maybe you did, maybe you didn't. Did anyone Google me? Did anyone Google me? Yes or no? Oh, good. Okay, Sophia did. Good. Well, there's nothing I'm ashamed of online. And the reason why there's nothing I'm ashamed of online, because I've learned. Edward, you Googled me. Did you say anything bad? Edward or Sophia? Was my Google okay? Ah, thank God. Thank God. Okay. But LinkedIn it's basically an online CV. I have had a couple of jobs from LinkedIn. Yes, my LinkedIn page now, if I was actually to show you my LinkedIn messages, oh my goodness, job opportunity after job opportunity, networking opportunities, come to this event, can you hire me? I completely get flooded. Any single time I put some professional content out there, people find you and they want to know who you are. You need to have a good picture on LinkedIn. Oh my goodness. Far too many LinkedIn members don't have a profile photo. It's their loss, because profiles with photos get 14 times more views. Now, guys, I'm telling you, a lot of people go on LinkedIn, even if you're a student, to look for people who are doing stuff in their field, because it's just evidence. It's there. It's your CV, but it's live. You can keep updating it. You can put your videos on there. Yes, you can put TikToks on there. You can put blog posts, anything. Build a strong network so it's there when you need it. 80% of job openings are never advertised. So how do you increase your odds of finding out about them? Through who you know. This is why we spoke last week about being a local champion, starting to build your network. I'm part of your network now. I'm part of your network. Now you can say, yeah, I know. If you wanted to go into the media, you'd be like, oh God, how do I do it? I remember that woman, Juliana Olayinka from Calls for Children. Yeah, she worked for the BBC. Let me speak to Titi to see if I can speak to Juliana to help me. That's network. That's network. If you're somebody who goes to a course or a group and you don't really interact, who's going to remember you? Do the best you can do with the network you have, and you start building your own network. That's what happens on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a place people friend request you and friend request you, but this isn't for kikiing. This is so they can offer you jobs and they can see what you want. Share your work. I've said this before. You can now add on LinkedIn real examples of your writing, analysis, design portfolios, or other work directly on your profile, attached to specific experience or to your summary. Upload or link to rich media documents or presentations. So I told you I'm a journalist, I do lots of broadcast work, and I do lots of comms work. If I'm at a restaurant and it's Father's Day, the picture I take with my husband and my 3 children, I may not put on LinkedIn, because that's not the purpose of my LinkedIn. I'll put it on my Instagram, I'll put it on my WhatsApp status, I'm not going to put it on LinkedIn. Those interviews I told you I had with the Eritrean government and the Russian government, that's definitely going to go on LinkedIn, because there could be somebody that has a look at my interview and think, oh, goodness me, Juliana has influence in the Russian government, or Juliana has a contact in the Russian government. We want to do something with the Russian government. We didn't know how to do that. Now we know that Juliana knows somebody who can do that. We're going to go through her. That's networking. That's networking. Vital. Vital. When I started the list at the beginning of the session, and I said, what are your takeaways? And I said, how to get your dream job. Networking is really important. That's why sometimes they say that people who are born with a silver spoon, or people who have rich parents, or are from another world or another side of life, people say that they're privileged. I'm sure you've heard of the privilege. I don't want to use the word white privilege, because it's not, it's privilege. Everyone can be privileged. There are privileged people in Africa, there are privileged people in Asia, all over the world. But that's why you have to make the most of what you've got, okay? Your network is your network. It's so important. It is very, very, very important that when you're around people, you articulate yourself, yeah? Remember, non-verbal communication, showing that you're a positive person, understanding both sides of the story, not jumping on the bandwagon. This is so important. Please, I really want you to understand this, okay? When you're around people, you give 100%. Don't follow the crowd. The crowd go nowhere. Be an individual and do the best that you can, okay? And try to do the best within your network. That's why when sessions like this are put on, yeah, and you're asked to participate. It makes such a difference. You leave a lasting effect on people. These are some of the secrets, yeah? Basics, things that people don't think of, yeah? But make a big difference, okay? LinkedIn is very important. Who has a LinkedIn page? Who has a LinkedIn page? Or who had heard of LinkedIn? Right, come on. Last session, and I've been talking about participation. Malik has one, Kenya has one, brilliant. Who has a LinkedIn page? Who doesn't? I've never heard of LinkedIn. That's interesting, Anna. Okay, well, you have now. Oh, okay, all right. Oh, okay, wow. Okay, some of you have, some of you haven't. Those who don't have one are getting one this weekend. Destiny, good, so you know what to do. I've got some examples here of some LinkedIn, a couple of LinkedIn pages. These are university students, both of them are in America. You can see, really nice picture, a picture you can be proud of, a picture you can be proud of, nice clear background. They've got their names there, no tag names, we don't do none of that. You've got a really good, this is exactly what she's doing. She's a scholar studying refugees and studies in Chinese studies. She goes to the University of Texas. You can see she's got the connections. When you go on LinkedIn, it gives you, you basically fill it out like you'd fill out a profile. But then you've also got a really nice space to talk about who you are and what you've done, you know, and you can start putting your clips and your pictures or your posts or whatever it is you want. Some people in their LinkedIn pages say, I'm looking for a job in this, or I'm an intern and I want to work, you know, in the news floor, or I want to work for government. It's just something that you can use, and you go on every day and you add interesting people. All the top CEOs, Mark Zuckerberg, Give me a name of somebody famous and good. Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Boris Johnson, everybody has a LinkedIn page. If you're a professional person, you've got a LinkedIn page. Very, very important. Networking. And when you're in front of the right people, articulating yourself well. Very important, okay? Very, very important. If you like, you can take a picture of this page. Jeff Bezos, well done, Anil. You can take a picture if you like of these profiles. Now we're moving swiftly on to what I would probably consider new social media, but not really. The first one is Clubhouse. Well, Clubhouse and Instagram Reels, because now there are so many other alternatives. Everybody wants to get their content out and wants to be somebody in the big wide world in any way they can. Clubhouse is a social networking app in its most basic sense, but the way people interact is considerably different. After opening the Clubhouse app, users are presented with a list of virtual rooms to join. Each room features a small group of speakers talking about any topic imaginable. In contrast, the rest of the audience members sit back and listen to the conversation at hand. The entire experience is audio only, yeah? So it doesn't matter if you're in bed. With users able to switch between rooms whenever they'd like, request to speak in one of those rooms, or create their own room for others to join. I would say if you're somebody that is interested in social political issues, Clubhouse is absolutely amazing. Really good app, really good app. I like it because I can be working on my desktop and I can go on Clubhouse and there can be a really interesting topic and you just sit there and listen. You don't have to feel, oh my God, is my wig on right? Have I got enough blusher? Is the lighting okay? No, you can just sit and listen. It's really, really engaging, absolutely amazing. Twitter wanted to buy Clubhouse. That's how popular it is. So that's something really interesting that you can do. It's also great as well if you want to start creating a movement behind you. If you're somebody that is interested in arts or something, you know, you could have an arts club where you create a room and every Sunday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's what you talk about. People will come and listen. Very, very, very new. But what I like about Clubhouse is that I know a lot of people have anxiety about looks and things like that. You don't have to have that with Clubhouse. Instagram. Instagram now allows you, nope, not yet. No. Instagram now allows you to share short videos in the format of Instagram Reels. Sophia said she uses her mum's. It's a dedicated section of the app that's currently rivaling TikTok. Similar to TikTok, Instagram Reels lets you record, edit, and post 15-second long videos up to 60 seconds with other users via a separate feed page on Instagram's Explore page. It was first released in 2019. It's now accessible in over 50 countries, including all the major countries. This is just, again, this is just another way of branding yourself. Again, not everyone like me, I'm not going to be able to do the switch up close. I might not use Instagram Reels. I might prefer Clubhouse. I might not even prefer Clubhouse. I might just prefer LinkedIn. You can choose what's good for you. Please, can you put all the apps in the chat? I will put all the apps in the chat just before we go, Ara. I definitely will do that. But you can use what's good for you. But I just wanted to let you know that these are kind of the current ones that are up and coming and moving. Okay? Are y'all still here? Are y'all still here? Okay, great. Okay, now, gosh, I can't believe we're coming to the end. I'm looking at the time. Right, we are going to have a look back at last week's assignment and we're going to get feedback. So what I asked you to do was to identify a community group in your area and write 3 reasons why it will be beneficial for you to join this group. We got some really good feedback. Thank you guys. I'm so happy with this. So the first one is from Destiny. I'm not sure Destiny's here. Is Destiny here? Titi, I don't think Destiny is here. Destiny, unmute yourself. Talk us through Theatre Train. If you like, you can just read this for us. But if you want, you can tell us a little bit more. Talk to us about Theatre Train, Destiny. I'd love to see your face if I could.
Theatre Train is this place that I used to go to before COVID, where you can do dance and singing and acting, and sometimes you can perform what you did in like a base. So like you perform on stages and things like that, and you like practice and practice until like you're really good at that, and it helps you make friends and it increases your confidence and it helps you learn new skills.
What would you say for you? What was the best thing about attending Theatre Train, and what do you think that could do for you in the long term in terms of your career and your life?
The best thing for me was that I could get to perform on stage, and it was really fun. And like it was really like I was scared like before, and then as I got in there, like I got more confident and stuff. I think helps you like be able to get better at like confidence and stuff. And so when in the future, when you're like scared and stuff, you know that you've been like that before, and that you can like work on it and be less scared.
When you were going to school, Destiny, did you feel like you had something extra about you? Like you were, it wasn't just school, you also had this on the side.
Yeah.
By the way, okay, so let's hear about your community group and what it's done for you and how you are now a local champion. I'd love to see you if I could. I want to see some.
I'll turn my camera on now.
Hey.
Hi. Well, let me turn off. Yep. So the community group that I've spoken about is All Stars Boxing Club. The reason I think All Stars Boxing Club is basically helpful to me is that it kind of builds discipline. Obviously, as I've typed here, my grandfather was a boxer, and sadly he's passed away. So I think this is a good way for me to commemorate his memory. It also teaches me discipline within physical and mental strength, which I think is something that's very important. Mental health is something that's very important for everyone. And it also helps me keep physically fit, which is obviously one of my goals as well. So yeah, I think some of my key skills that I've brought here that I think would help the community group is kind of one, my wisdom and my knowledge and my way that I take on information, which I think would help as basically I can take in a lot more information and help some of the other people who are in the class.
Well, Malik, thank you so much. And I completely agree with Titi. You have managed to articulate your work within that boxing club so well. I know that you are going to be somebody that has an absolutely great career, and you're a great writer as well. Did you write this, Malik?
Yes, I'm actually it's funny you say that because I'm actually working on a book right now as well, so yes.
Oh my goodness, can you tell us a little bit about the book?
Not too much, but yeah, it's basically a fiction book, but it's based on the work of the artist Jean-Michel Basquiat. But it's basically a spin-off story if he had a grandson and what his grandson would do to follow in his footsteps. So yeah.
Before I let you go, I just want to ask you, So do you understand the importance of being a local champion and exceeding in the boxing club? Like, have amazing things come out of the hard work you've put into being a good member of the boxing club?
Yes, well, actually, boxing club is one thing that I've picked, but I'm actually a motivational speaker as well, and I own my brand. So obviously, that's kind of made me somewhat of a local champion to a lot of, not exactly in my area, but in my community, because not everyone who's within your community or your community group has to be within your area. But yeah, I have kind of become a local champion. I would say it's from the boxing club, but that has helped me with my discipline in other areas.
And what about online? Sorry, because now I've got you and I can see you. You should have been doing this course. But what about online? How have you been able to be a local champion, do all the stuff with the community groups, your writing, you are a motivational speaker? Do you have some of this work online? And do you have some?
Yeah, well, I have an Instagram account, which is mainly what I use. I'm working on a YouTube account, but a lot of my videos and motivational stuff that I post would be a lot of it would be through my Instagram account. I think I have about almost 1,000 now. So yeah.
There's 1,000 videos.
Oh no, followers.
I was going to say, well done, Malik. And one thing I want you to do is I want you to get LinkedIn if you can, okay?
Oh, I have a LinkedIn.
Brilliant, brilliant. So great to hear from you. Well done. Really proud of you. You are for greatness. I know you're telling you that every day, and now you've got someone else telling you that. Well done, Malik.
Thank you.
That was excellent. This is what I like to hear and see. Look, Titi's already saying she's going to invite Malik to one of her events. You see, that's what happens when you participate, guys. True Little Heroes is a really, really important award. You know, MPs and very senior people in the society have given it the thumbs up. Okay, Sophia, I know you're here. I want to hear you and possibly see you, please. Sophia, yay! Oh, Sophia, Sophia's on fire. Tell us, talk this through.
So I did it about why I should join my town's local trampolining club. Should I read it?
However you want to present it. I know you're a great articulate woman, young woman, so however you want to do it.
Hello, my name is Sophia Akinori, and I will be sharing some reasons why I think I should join my local trampolining club. It's only 3 reasons, so okay. The first reason is I think I should join the trampolining club because it is something I'm very interested in, and I would show discipline in it, and I would be willing to do it. Reason 2, trampolining will help me with my flexibility, which is something I've always wanted to get better at. And reason 3, I can work on my fitness and my stamina.
Excellent. Thank you. Sophia, not Sophia. So when are you joining trampolining club?
There's one in my secondary school, which I'm going to in September. So I'm hoping to join that one. But I know there's another one in the local sports center. So I might maybe join one of those ones.
You've got to drag mummy and daddy on the weekends and say, mummy and daddy, take me here.
Yeah.
Because you articulate yourself very, very well. And we've heard from Malik, haven't we? And we also heard from Tiffany. These community groups are a strong way of building confidence, getting your network right, inspiring people, as Malik is doing, motivating individuals. It's just an absolutely great way, Sophia, to excel and become a local champion. And so I hope by the next time I hear from you, you will be telling me that you're going to trampoline in the Olympics. Thank you very, very much. Okay, Nelson or Joy, I know you're here, Nelson. I would love to see you if possible. It can't just be me.
Well, that's why when I was doing it, because there are loads of football clubs here at Naveley, here in Thurrock. So what I wrote about is about football clubs from kids under 18, which will happen across different grades, Aveley, plus each team will take on another team across Essex. And it will encourage.
Nelson, sorry to interrupt you there. So Nelson, are you part of Thurrock FC Youth Club?
Oh, I was finding facts about it.
Okay. And so give me, okay, so you were writing about Thurrock FC Club. So can you give me 2 reasons why you think anybody that is in that club is going to benefit, they're going to become a local champion? How is being a part of Thurrock FC going to help them in their long-term career? Give me a reason or 2 reasons why you think.
One, it's very beneficial for you to be part of the team, to make new friends, play football, have fun playing football together, score some goals, and take on teams in Essex. And second reason, we do a lot of training to build teams, which means we will never give up, and there'll be no I quit in the team. Plus, we also drink water to get some energy in case we run out of oxygen.
Yes, I've got to say, gosh, you know, I definitely think I need a little bit more exercise to get some energy in me. But no, I think Nelson, thank you very much, Nelson, by the way. I think Nelson meant he had some really strong points there. Teamwork, which is something I haven't really mentioned. I've been talking a lot about me, I. Team. I think that's something that the pandemic has taught us, hasn't it? How important it is, how we all need each other. Trust me, we do. Even if you're somebody for years, because I'm not a perfectionist, but I used to be one of those people at university. I hated group work, man. I was like, oh, why have I got to work with that person? I just want to get it done. I want to do it my way. No. You need a team. You need a team, trust me. Even if you don't know it now, you will know it soon. It's good to get along with people. One thing about these community groups, especially with football, we're seeing it with the Euros. Got Tuesday, haven't we? England versus Germany. You know, good thing about a team is that you don't want to let other people down. You might be in a bad mood. No one else is in a bad mood. So when you come, you might have had a bad day with your teacher or your mum. Some of your mum's annoyed you or your sister. You get out of the car, but as soon as you see the other part of the team, you know that, you know, I've got to let that go because these people are relying on me. And that's why it's great to have these small organizations or community groups that you belong to. They just take your mind away. I've got 3 children. In the morning, it's like, get out the house, school, nursery, secondary school, bath, clean your hair, this. When I get to the office and when I'm at work, it's a different energy. You know? So it's really, 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 really important that we do the best we can in our community organizations. And thank you so much. Thank you, Destiny. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you, Nelson. And thank you, Malik. Thank you very, very much. Now we are going to hear from Kenya. Kenya, can I just tell you, when I got this video, Kenya, I want to see your face. I want to see you.
Yeah, we're brother and sister, so we might as well be on the same camera.
That is so funny. I wanted to see your face because I just wanted to tell you, Kenya, when I saw your video, I was so happy inside myself. I was so happy. I said, you know what? I was so happy to hear like a young woman be so confident, you know. What you were discussing is really, really important. You know, your parents must be so proud of you. Like, just keep this up. keep this same.
Oh, thank you.
The same level of energy and keep going. But you know, when I listened to your video, it really, really made me smile. And again, you know, I'm not being soppy. These are the kind of positive affirmations we all need. Yeah, you've got to lift each other up. You lift people up. The most important thing you can give people is love and respect, and you get love and respect back. Okay, so this is me just sorry guys, I think you're gonna have to mute.
Yeah, no.
I want you to listen to the video. This was actually from session 1 homework. Kenya did hand it in, but I think there was a glitch or something. But we're listening to it now, and yeah, this really, really made me smile. So I want you to listen. I want you to listen, and if you have not participated, you must participate by commenting at the end of this. Okay.
Hi everyone, my name is Kenya. I'm 16 years of age and I'm here to talk to you guys about young entrepreneurship and why young entrepreneurship is so important to me and why every young person should be an entrepreneur. Now, my brand personally, I Am Queen, is a motivational and inspirational and empowerment brand aimed to empower young girls to be queens, to embrace their beauty, feel confident within themselves, love themselves and be proud of what they see in the mirror. Now, I do this through many different forms of expression, which includes my fashion brand, which includes my motivational speaking, my spoken word, art, and so much more content that I put out there to empower. It's so important that we be able to do for ourselves. So the first reason I say that all young people should be entrepreneurs and anyone should be an entrepreneur is so that you can be self-reliant. The second way is financial security for yourself. Who wouldn't want that? And then the third reason I say also is that you can be self-reliant and your future is absolutely endless. And you can take your problems, make the solutions and help others while making it income for yourself at the same time. Every young person should be an entrepreneur.
Wow. Wow. Almost gonna cry. It was so good. Oh my goodness, Kenya. Like, that is just absolutely amazing. Like, you guys really are on the road to greatness already. You're on the road. Kenya, you're already there. In fact, I feel ashamed the fact that you two are brothers and sisters, because really you guys should have done this. You should have been the hosts of this. But no, but this is fantastic. You know, you've got Kenya there talking about being an entrepreneur, you know, having brands, knowing her worth, knowing her value. One thing I want you guys to understand is that you are going to have bad days. Yes, there are days where you can't be bothered. Yes, there are days when you don't feel like doing it. Yes, it's normal. We're human beings. But what you have to have in the core of your tummy, the foundation, has got to be a get up and go. Get up and move. Be the best I can. Wanting more. Wanting to achieve. Learning how to articulate ourselves. Not being the victim. So what if the teacher doesn't like you? So what? Work harder. Ignore the teacher. It might sound harsh. It's not harsh, it's the reality. It's the reality of life, okay? I want you guys to give yourself 100%. Whatever you put in is what you get out. Whatever you put in is what you get out. You put a little bit of effort, you're going to get a little bit of success. If you put everything, you are going to get success. I can absolutely tell you now, from listening to Kenya's video, from listening to Sophia's video, from the comments I've had from Anil, from listening to Malik, Destiny, I can tell you that if you continue this way, you are going to be successful. The fact that you've logged into the course for children session week in, week out, and you're talking to somebody like me, you are going to be successful, but you need to keep at it, okay? You need to keep at it. Everything I taught you, don't need to do everything, but there should be just a couple of nuggets that you take. I'm hoping to hit 200 subscribers before the end of the year. Bravo, my brother. That's what we've got to do as well. We've got to get goals. We've got to have goals. Doesn't always, the thing is, you are, like I told you, like, you know, this morning I had to wake up at 7. I went to bed very, very late. I had to wake up at 7 to take my daughter to stage school. I felt a little bit, you know, like, oh God, I can't be bothered. But I did it and I kept on going. You can hit 1K, bro. I'm loving this. I'm setting goals and seeing what I could do better to gain more views and subs. This is what I want, okay? I just want you to maintain and take away from this Communicator Extraordinaire course that I can actually do it. I can do it. I can be better. It doesn't matter where I live. It doesn't matter where I come from. It doesn't matter the color of my skin. I can achieve and I can do it. I just need to keep pushing through the noise, pushing through the distraction, pushing through the tiredness, pushing through the dirtiness. I just need to keep going and I can do it, okay? That's all the love that I'm sending you guys. I'm sending you all this love. Okay, we have come to the end. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm leaving you guys. We've got feedback. Come on, guys, man. This last task is going to show whether or not you guys really care. Yeah? Whether you really care. Let's do it. Come on, let's do this final one. This is showing that, yeah, because let's be honest, it doesn't take more than 3 minutes. So if you can't do a Slido for 2 or 3 minutes, how can you conquer? How can you conquer? How could you be somebody sitting on millions if you can't even do a Slido for 3 minutes? So let's see if you can do this. This is the final thing, you know, and it's not begging. I'm not begging you guys, but it's these sort of patterns. These are the kind of things that you keep doing. Right, Sophia's already done. I keep calling you Sophia. These are the kind of things that show that you're serious. So let's do the Slido, slido.com, and I'm going to hand over to Titi. I'm so proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys, okay? I'm proud of you guys. If you guys ever need any advice or anything, speak to Titi, and Titi will come and speak to me. I'm really proud of you. Well done, everybody. Bye-bye, guys.
Oh, God. Thank you so much, Juliana. I've had an amazing time. Oh, thank you. I'm looking, and I'm sure more of you are still going to go there. I can see there's still room for about 5 or 6 more people to go in there and just rate this session for us. The overall, the program, especially if you've been following us from session 1, 2, 3. Come on, let Juliana know how much you've learned. I mean, from today's session, it's just so, it just tells me that our company is on the right path. And thank you so much for those experiences that you've shared, your inputs, guys. I am inspired, to be honest, this evening. Great stuff that you guys are doing, and great things that you're speaking. Juliana has said it all. If we continue, there's this journey. There'll always be there. That's just life. There will always be those low times, and all you have to do is to keep pushing, because at the end of it all, there's that huge success waiting for you. She said it. What you put in is what you get. Little effort, little outcome. A lot of effort brings out excellence. Excellence will place you in front of important people. So thank you so much. I've had an amazing time. It's always like this, especially when we do communication. Nobody wants to go, but we have to go. We have to stop this event, 3 sessions, and we'll start another one next year, so be on the lookout for it. I'm here to tell you just before we close about another one that's coming up. This is a career conference. So this one will be very good for you if you're about to choose your GCSE. You're in that year where you're about to choose your GCSE, or you've done your GCSE, you're in college, or you are you started your A levels, you're yet to go to uni. And what you're going to have on that day will be 5 young professionals, 5 young guys that are doing very well in different areas. And they're going to be telling you more about their journey, the subject you need to be looking out for, those skills that you need to develop to stand out, that when they call you to an interview, there's no way you're not going to get that job. And they'll also be telling you all those new jobs that are coming up. Yeah, there are jobs, new roles out there for you guys to start thinking of. You have the time now to start thinking and start plugging yourself, start doing those subjects that will position you very well for those roles. So it's free. Go to Eventbrite. Go and look for it. You can type Young Career Planners. You can type Think Future Proof, and then look for it. It's free. It's going to be for about 2 hours. They'll be talking to you. They'll be sharing their experiences. You also have the opportunity to ask questions. Yeah, share it with your friends as well. Let them know your friends in school. This one is very, very, very important career where you're going to go in the future. Yep. So that's enough for me. On this note, I shall be signing off. I've had an amazing time. Thank you so much, Juliana. Yeah, it's always been beautiful, pleasurable working with you. So thank you for joining us on this journey. And I shall be signing off, and I'll be asking you to enjoy your afternoon. It's a lovely, warm, sunny afternoon. So enjoy and keep on giving your best to what you're doing. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Just do it. Okay? All right then. Bye. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.